here in my garage, just changing out my brake pads, and my car was stopping on miracles. This is what the normal brake pad's supposed to look like. This is what my brake pad looked like.
It's good, brother.
That ain't it, Chief.
Nope.
So, I said I was gonna do a brake thing on this car. Here in my garage, yeah. And, I didn't realize how fucked my brakes were until I looked at the new pads and looked how worn my old ones were. Quite literally, stopping on dreams.
Quite literally.
That's insane, dude. Okay. Alright. Now we're on part 2. And by part 2, I mean we're on the driver's side wheel. We already did the passenger side. Sketchy Jack is sketchy. I was kidding, this girl's holding it down for the underground. My car's bleeding oil profusely, or it was at least. I'm pretty sure it just bled out whatever was left on it. This is super ghetto, but you know, it gets the job done. It gets the job done. We took a short little food break and water break. So now we're fucking sending it.
We took a quick bitch break.
Pretty much. But yeah. Stay tuned for the next update. Yeah! Alright. So, Michael.
Take it off.
So.
Oh!
Wow! But this is like a retention plate thingamajig that essentially sandwiches the brake calipers together, which is what keeps this bitch from falling off. Wow, you can see that my wheels have been on here for a while. Lol.
Well, hopefully this stays like that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Where's the fucking...
See, this one has the retention in it. The other one, I didn't have this.
I don't even think it had a hole.
No, it had this hole, but it didn't have this bolt.
Oh, so maybe they didn't put it back in.
So I think when they changed my tires...
They didn't put it back in.
Yeah, but why would they take that out, though? There was no reason for them to take that out, because they were just taking the tire off.
Or maybe whoever changed, like, this entire brake system.
I'm probably thinking this is probably the second set of rotors that this car's had.
Yeah.
Second or third. I mean, the car has 178,000 miles on it. I would hope...
Grab a flashlight, brother? Oh, yeah, you did.
I grabbed my flashlight. Oh my god. But yeah, so my brake pads are pretty fucking worn.
Pretty fucked.
We showed you guys the last ones, but like the rotors themselves, I got lucky and I didn't groove the rotors.
Did we put those back on?
Yes, I put them back on. So there's these little look at all the fucking oil that this car's dripping. So there's these little retention, or I said retention, these are diff covers. Michael's like, get the fuck out of the way, I'm trying to get this done, I don't want to be out here anymore. This is bullshit. So basically, now that should loosen. What tightened on the other side should loosen on this side. Theoretically. Right? Yeah, so if you're pushing like this, it's going to spin it like this. It's going to spin it to the left. So you should be pulling down because on the other side you're pulling up. Just, if it feels like it's going to give...
Like that?
Yeah. Did you feel that the entire thing spin, or did it...
Oh, no, it spinned. It's just at my hand.
Okay. Yeah. I was about to say, because we don't want to snap those.
Well, I'm pretty sure it would have hurt if it snapped.
See, like, I was worried about snapping those, but, like, how fucking big they are. Literally, there's fucking bolts this big. Like, they're this length. These are the fucking lug nuts, by the way. This is a different lug nut from the rest of them. What the fuck? This car is so fucking ghetto. Look, it's a different color than the rest of these. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, well, that's fine. That's whatever. But, they're literally, like, this long, except, like, this entire thing is just, like, a solid piece of metal, and then it has, like, this much thread on it, and that's it. And there's two of those holding the fucking brakes on, and that's it.
So...
Yeah? This is where Michael tells me, oh, fuck, I broke it. After I just said, oh, no, there's no way you can break it.
Okay.
What you see in there, Cap?
I see a lot, Cap.
All right, here, let me see. I want to see.
I mean, no, it's not bad. I'm just...
What can I see?
Oh, I see. I understand. Okay.
It's not okay. Just to get a different view. There's that fucking bolt. So it's this right here, which you guys can't see. This right here. Actually, I could probably just turn the flash on. Hold on.
East Beach down. Yeah.
So it's This little plastic part has a bolt in it that's holding the brake on. And then there's another one on the bottom. Oh my god, dude, look at the center of my hubs. It's just rusted out. This is what happens when you buy a California car. Because California's great and all, but where this was not too far away from the ocean. So this car's gonna have some rust in. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, okay, it is this side. It's definitely this side that has the clippy thing. Except this one still doesn't have it. How the fuck was it telling me that the brake was needed then?
It's probably just... It's probably doing it out
Also,
there.
shout out to this fucking nifty intake that's filled with oil. This is all oil.
Nifty intake that's filled with oil is not so nifty.
Yeah, dude, this car is a fucking mess. I always wondered what the inside of this fender liner looked like, and it is fucked. Look, it's broken there from the tire rubbing through it.
Yeah.
This is broken from when I pulled the fucking bumper off.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I found my horn. Look, there's my horn. Wow. Wow. My fog lights don't work because there's none in them because I ripped them out.
Ouchie.
Because you don't need fog lights. But yeah, once we get the brakes off, we'll do a little bit more because my phone's about to die. Alright, so after getting the brake pad out, it is flat.
There is none.
There is none. That's definitely what was triggering the sensor. Also, we almost fucked ourselves. Where's the, like, super rounded out one? Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. It's underneath the seat clamp. Is that the fucked one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, focus camera. We almost did an oopsie. Like, if we did it...
Pretty much fucking around as
Wait,
well.
what the
That one's round.
No, but the inside are okay. These are two different bolts.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
This one's sunk in a lot more than this one is. So the top part of this is like just shaved off, whereas this one still has a little bit of it.
So how
But
did
this
this
one's okay.
one fit and this one?
Because this one is, all the, like, the rings in it are still okay. Whereas that one had some shoot off. But, yeah, we got the brakes off now. Now we just got to put the other pads in. Or first we have to put the caliper. We have to press this in, which means I have to open up the hood again and open up the brake fluid reservoir. So that way you can do that. But in these cars, which I don't think a lot of people actually explained, that it's only on the driver's side, unless they didn't, we just didn't listen. This is your brake sensor. This is what tells you, don't mind the broken fender liner. That is what tells you that your brake pads are low. And I'm pretty sure I need a new one. I'm going to try to put that one back on there just for shits and giggles. Just because purely I don't want to take it off. But this car is fucking gross, dude. There's so much oil and just shit everywhere in this thing. I'd have to, like, power wash it just to get it remotely clean again. But yeah, now we're just gonna compress the caliper, which we have that handy dandy little sheet because you don't want to do it right on the C-clamp.
And I'm doing this in sandals.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't need to be doing it in shoes. It's not like the car's gonna fall on you. Fucking just, the jack just goes, I'd be like, that's unfortunate.
Death.
Death. But, you don't want to just do it straight on the caliper because you can press it in not even, which is not great. But, yeah, we have that sheet over there, so we're gonna get back to that. So now, what we're doing is, and I would advise that you just use the old brake pad, but mine are so worn, the pistons are so far out that I can't. So we just found this little piece of metal because you want the entire thing covered, so that way it presses it unevenly. And while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you have the brake fluid reservoir open, so that way pressure can escape a little bit. And then you just want to slowly crank it. You don't want to crank it a lot because it'll build up pressure and fight you. But if you just slowly press it down, and you'll know when it stops because it won't let you go any further.
And it'll come back and smack you.
Ooh, she's tight. How's it looking on that side?
Looks like it's going down. I can't really see the. Can I get the light?
No. So it rolls away forever. Sketchy Jack is sketchy. There you go.
Yeah, it's looking good. Looks like it's going down pretty even.
Okay, yeah. We still got a lot. I was just seeing like how longer we have to go. And it is a hydraulic system, so yes, it is kind of hard to do. But just figured I'd key in.
For Germans.
For Germans. So when it's flat all the way down, it should look like this. This is the very outside of the seal. You don't want to press down too much because like you don't want to break this. This is a seal.
Probably give it a second after you do this too.
Yeah, and definitely
Let
just
it get all
wait
the
a
air
second, let it press all the way through. And yeah, this is very sketchy. I wouldn't recommend doing it exactly like this. I would definitely try
Can
to
I
find
tell you
some
a story of when a young boy was crushed by a fucking car doing sketchy shit?
It was me. But yeah, doesn't take many tools. Just because it is a BMW doesn't mean that it's going to take the longest time. Hell, we're using the screwdriver from the fucking back of the car because we needed one. And then this is a Torx 45. Right?
Modern day problems.
Quite
Modern day solutions.
Yeah, luckily on this side, my passenger side didn't have this bolt in it.
So
which
we had to line
this
that bitch
means
up.
that the caliper just kept on spinning, which I don't know how the fuck it. I wonder if that's what the noise is whenever we're turning. I wonder if it's just rotating in it.
No, because all the screws go all the way through it,
I guess.
so it wouldn't even move.
Yeah, but dude, it's like I
But I mean, you
cannot
still
believe
should
that's
get-
not fucking there.
Yeah, you probably
There's
should
no. I.
still get one of those.
This is what happens when you buy a car on Craigslist. $37,000, by the way, for this. For this.
He knew what he had.
He said no low ball, so I know what I have. Also, if you. The guy was asking $4,000. We got it for 37 because the stereo when I bought it didn't work.
What a
I drove it all the
steal.
way home. I opened up the door, none of the lights in the car came on. The fucking stereo didn't work, which is the primary reason why I bought this car. It was purely for the stereo. But what I was saying was, if you want to get to the brake fluid reservoir in E39s, which is what this car is, it's an 03 530i.
Man, you guys really bamboozled with him coming down $300.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, look, now I'm $1,000 into it. Oof. You have to take off one of the air boxes for the inside. This is not the actual air box for the engine. It's right here. But you can barely see it. My bad. My garage kind of sucks. But it's super easy to take out. So, but that's where the brake fluid reservoir is. But yeah, we're gonna get back to it. Cars all back together. Look at the sunset. Wow.
She's pristine!
Like new. No low balls. I know what I have. The brake light's still on, but that's just because the brake sensor's probably fucked from it being so low. At least my light's not doing that. But yeah. Now she stops on a dime. She'll stop before a gnat's ass, or however the saying goes. I too like to drive around with my turn signal on.